Okay, we're already debating this. Sugar sure is sweet, right? But it can be very bad if you eat too much. The USA Today report says half of all American adults have a preventable diet-related disease, and research shows sugar is often to blame.
Yeah, too much sugar can lead to type 2 diabetes, heart disease, high blood pressure, obesity. So what amount is okay? That's what we need to know. And how much is too much? Maria Viall is going to shock us here today. She's a certified holistic health practitioner and nutritionist. She's got the answer and a warning about some sneaky foods that have more sugar than you'd expect. It's a little bit depressing. We had a little fight about it during the commercial break, like, whoa. Okay, so first of all, shock everybody who's watching, because you're going to say what, and what.
Yeah, I'm going to show you kind of let's say the FDA implemented a new added sugar regulation. So they said, which is great in my opinion because it's a step towards people being more aware of how much we're consuming. So they said 10% or less of your daily intake should be of added sugar. Now this is different than natural sugar that's found in fruit and dairy and vegetables that's found in the food. This is anything that's sweetened or added to enhance flavor.
Okay.
So they've added this new kind of guideline to help people become more aware of how much added sugar they're actually consuming.
And what's the guideline number?
10% or less, so that's about 50 grams or 12 teaspoons.
So 50 grams of sugar, which we're going to show how quickly and easily that can add up. That's what we're going to do. But it's such a hot topic because all these reports are coming out. There was also another one that was talking about sugar and how cancer cells feed on sugar. And we all have cancer cells in us, and so they were saying it kind of multiplies or whatnot.
We do?
We do, at all times.
We all have cancer cells?
You look at me.
Always.
Well, yep.
And they either multiply or they don't. And if you're eating a lot of sugar, this whole report that came out too says that they can feed as well and multiply.
Why do they like sugar so much?
Well, just like we all do, Molly.
Cancer likes it too.
Everyone loves it.
Yeah.
But it's a matter of looking at what's causing some of these root conditions. And we saw USA Today reporting half of the American public has a disease that is preventable and diet related.
Yeah.
They're finding sugar to be at the root cause here, too much added sugar. You know, we're talking about high risk of children's obesity and type 2 diabetes. I mean, it all stems from our very sweetened, overly flavored foods that we eat on a daily basis.
So each of these things are showing not all are horrible things to eat. It's in conjunction how quickly they can add up. So start breaking some of this down for us.
Okay, so this is kind of like an average child. So keep in mind too, it's 4 years and older. So 4-year-old and older has this 10%. A peanut butter and jelly
sandwich,
ketchup, and a yogurt. This is over the daily amount of added. So this isn't including
over the whole day. It's
over
too
the
much.
whole day. It's too much. So that's not including your cereal, your sugared cereal. This isn't including an ice cream treat. This isn't including your fruit snacks. Anything. This is already over the amount for the day.
See, I think people are going to be shocked by that. And I think the point that you're trying to make that is sort of to get people thinking about it. To start thinking about adding other foods that don't have added sugar. It's not to say, you know.
No.
Yeah.
It's not to say any of this food is necessarily bad. It's to make people more aware of what they're buying, to turn around and look at the label. You can easily get yogurt without added sugar. You can easily get jelly without added sugar. There's going to be
peanut butter without added sugar. You can get ketchup now that doesn't have added sugar.
But these are commercial brands that most people commonly buy. And I think not necessarily knowing that there is so much sugar added to them. And it's not to say any of the food is bad, but just to kind of put it in perspective.
What about this? So is this a latte here?
This is a non-fat vanilla latte and 2 packets of sweetened oatmeal.
Instant oatmeal.
Instant oatmeal. Done. Over. Not even done. Over.
Way over the daily health limit. Okay, what do you have here?
A soda. So again, this is not just sugar, bad sugar. This is also the good sugar that we all love. The cane sugar or the honey, maple syrup, and even these healthy natural sugars. If you're adding it, it's sugar. So half a cup of spaghetti sauce and a natural soda. Over. And
the spaghetti sauce there, we're looking at 9
What about
grams.
soup?
Right, so I put this on here because it's something that you wouldn't necessarily think that there would be sugar in, similar to spaghetti sauce. Now, Italian cooks would tell you put sugar in every spaghetti sauce. But again, I don't. Well, you're the exception to the rule.
I'm an Italian cook. But it's hard to find them. If you look on the shelf and try and find it, it's really hard.
Barbecue sauce, and this is spaghetti sauce we talked about. Barbecue sauce, any sauce, especially in the restaurant, added sugar because of flavor. Cliff Bars, I see so many people grabbing these,
On
being
the
like,
run,
this is
in
a
your
healthy
purse.
breakfast, this is a healthy snack.
Look at this. I'm gonna lift
20
it up.
grams. You're almost over halfway through.
What? That's
and
horrible.
then, you know, the flavored creamers, you know,
I like
2 of those,
those.
8 grams.
I kind of want to
this
just
isn't
drink
to
it
say,
right now. I
This
know.
isn't to say you can't have it, but just know that that's going to add to your amount. So then you have to be mindful of the rest of the day.
I'm a little exasperating, aren't I?
No, it's okay, Molly, but this is why we do this, so we can work through this.
What do we got up here? We're running out of time.
So this is the you know, I put this in there because the person who's trying not to eat a lot during the day, saving up for a Friday night. So you
Yeah.
have your tea with honey, you have your dressing on your salad, and maybe some really nice dark chocolate.
Being
and
so good.
1 gin and tonic, you are over.
Gin
That's
and
it.
tonic.
That's it.
This is why
It has-
right here.
Oh, the gin and tonic has 27 grams of
That's
sugar?
just the tonic.
Whoa!
Not-
Yeah.
I mean, the gin
Whoa.
has
So you
some.
gotta drink
Whoa.
your vodka with water and your gin with water.
Whoa.
We're also giving you drinking advice on this segment too.
And what do you want to say about all these energy
These are
drinks?
well, these are the big offenders. Granola bars,
these guys?
energy drinks. Oh yes, they're not so kind when it comes to the sugar that's in there. But this Powerade, you're over. You drink that,
The
you're
whole
done.
day,
The
you're
whole day, you're
over
done.
just with this.
Vitamin water, 32 grams. You're almost halfway there. Rockstar or any sort of energy drink is way over the sugar
Horrible.
amount. The other things, sneaky ones, dried fruit. You wouldn't think of it. You'd think it's just fruit. Lots of them, if you read them, especially cranberries, are sweetened with sugar. So really make sure you look at the labels and recognize if there's sugar in there. The other thing is being familiar with the other names sugar takes on. It's
Like
not
what?
always
Really
going to say
quick.
sugar. Glucose, dextrose, fructose, maltose. On my website, I talk about all of the names that sneaky sugar goes under, but this is really just to inform you. Again,
Yep.
not to scare you, not to be like sugar's
Because
bad.
some of these things aren't bad for
Yeah.
you. It's just the conjunction.
Exactly, and especially not to stop eating natural sugar like in fruit and vegetables. I think sometimes we talk about this and everyone's like, oh, I'm not going to eat apples anymore.
Yeah.
That's not
That's
what we're
not
talking
the
Because you're
about
getting the
here.
fiber with it.
Yeah,
That's
it
more
has a
natural.
backed up nutrient to slow down the sugar
Correction because
intake.
you're like 20 years younger than me, but you always are so much more mature than me.
Oh, well, that's relative. That's relative.
All right, here's her website. She's going to talk about all the evils about sugar. MariaViall.com is the website. But you got great stuff on there, and you help a lot of people, coach a lot of people to a healthier lifestyle. A lot of it, I think, is just awareness, which is an excellent point to make. You're a good sport, Maria.